Can you believe people doubted this team? Yes! What a win. What's up, guys? It is Frankie here. We are coming at you live just seconds after the New York Yankees come back. In the 7th inning, they were down 2-0. It looked like hope was lost for today. I know that it was just 2-0. They only need 3 runs. But after a game that they were so lifeless for 6 innings, nothing going right for this team, it all turned around. And 2 home runs by Gleyber Torres and Luke Voit tied the game up, and then Gleyber Torres with another big RBI single in the 8th. Combined with a couple good pitching performances and some great defensive plays, the Yankees come back and win the 2 out of 3, win the series 2 out of 3 against the Washington Nationals. And now they head to Philadelphia to face the Phillies starting tomorrow. Man, this was good. This was fun. And again, it was a very depressing start to this game. Very similar to yesterday, when it just felt like this team just could not get anything going. But unlike yesterday, yesterday the Yankees couldn't get anything going. Or yesterday the Yankees couldn't get anything going, just the Yankees. Today the Yankees and the Nationals couldn't get anything going. The pitching was really good for this game for the most part, and mostly on Patrick Corbin, who was just lights out. And yeah, the first 6 innings was pretty embarrassing for the Yankees. Corbin just going through guys one after the other. And I was talking, and of course, when you have a team that is just primarily home run hitters, you don't have guys that hit for contact. Stuff like this happens. You have nights where these guys will just there'll be a lot of strikeouts. But when it goes right, it's great. But when it doesn't go right, like today, another 0 for 4 performance from Judge, 0 for 3 for Stanton, 0 for 3 for Urshela and Duhar. A lot of guys that weren't performing today. And again, it looked like it was a great Lasaga. Gave up the home run to Turner in the 3rd, and then gave up an RBI single to Thames in the 4th. And it was 2-0, and it looked pretty rough. It looked bad, and it was just like, oh gosh, here we go. The Yankees can't get anything going. They can't hit, and it just looked like this was going to be one of those days. And then again, in the 7th inning, the turnaround began. You had looking for the exact at bat here. So top of the 7th, you had a strikeout from Judge, and then the last at bat from Corbin, Torres, 403 feet home run, and it was great for Torres. And then after that, Harris comes in and Stanton strikes out, and then Voit hits a home run to left field to tie the game. And this was so big for the Yankees and for those 2 guys who had struggled to start the season off, for those 2 guys to get as big of hits as they did in that spot. It's big for them. Gain a little bit of momentum for this Yankee team. Give them a little bit of energy. Give them a little bit of juice so that this team is able to fight back here. But this was, again, fantastic to see those 2 guys hit home runs there. And again, not a lot of guys were able to get the ball in the bat today. Sorry, bro, watching the Astros. Sorry, Hats. It's fine though. Houston right now is up 5-4 in Seattle. So close game there, and then we have the Mets here locally. We have the Mets coming up in about 3 hours against the Atlanta Braves, finishing off that series on ESPN. And then we have Giants-Dodgers tonight at 10. So we got a lot of baseball games here before we get to, congrats on the W. Thank you, Hats. Again, overall, this was just a really exciting feeling watching this game here. Again, after how bad it was the start, but you have those Torres and Voit get those home runs, which was so important for them. And then this team has life, and they responded. Then, Green, 1-2-3. Green came in the 6th after Ottavino. And then Green comes in, 1-2-3. Pop out, strikeout, ground out. Then in the 8th, you get Aaron Hicks walks. You get a Sanchez strikeout. You get a single for LeMahieu to right. And again, good for him to come back after his COVID stint. Good for him to come back and get a nice hit in his. Yesterday he was on base, but this was a really important hit for him. Judge lines out, which again was rough. I think Judge will be fine, but gotta deal with this stuff. And then Torres again comes through with the RBI single, and at that point I knew right there. I was like, all right, got it. And they're showing right now the Land Rover drives of the game right here on the S Network. And the big drives of the game were probably they got the Torres home run there. Both of Torres' RBIs. Yeah, the home run in the 7th, and the home run in the 8th, and then the RBI single in the 8th, which really got the Yankees on fire and really got them going. And that's really all they needed today. And then Stanton walked in and Voit striked out. And then in the 8th, and then it got nervous. And Tommy Canley, my gosh, what a way to pitch out of a jam, because you had a strikeout, you had Taylor strikeout, you had Turner safe on an error by Torres, which was just an awful error from Torres. Torres almost ruined the great day he had with that error. Almost ruined it. Then Eaton doubles, Casio strikes out, and then Kendricks walks. So it's bases loaded, 2 men out, and he struck. Was it 1 out? Okay, no, it wasn't. No, it was 3rd and 2nd with 1 out, and then Castro strikes out, and then I guess it was an intentional walk to Kendrick. It was, and then Thames, and then gets Thames to strike out. Boom, boom, right there, and a beautiful slider from Canley, just filthy. And to get this, we were down 4. I'll get to that in a second. And again, in that moment, you're just thinking, oh boy. And Yankee Twitter is ready to explode. Yankee Twitter, which was so pessimistic for the first 6 innings, like, oh, this is it. We're gonna lose the game. This team, trade this guy, which is one of the reasons I love and hate Yankee Twitter. Is that I love Yankee Twitter because they're so they're passionate. But I also hate Yankee Twitter because like, it can also be so negative, just unnecessarily. Like 3 games in, people were freaking out and people were panicking. But they cooled down after the Voit home run. But even then, you know, in the bottom of the 8th, thinking, oh boy, something's gonna happen here. And then the 2 strikeouts there by Canley really shut them down. And then in the 9th, Cabrera's RBI single, Robles walks, Gomez flies out to center, and then Taylor grounds out to the short. Ball game, Yankees win 2 out of 3, and get the best out of that, and get the best in this series against the defending world champions. So I'm still watching. We'll get to Houston in a second, but again, such an important win, such an important 2 wins to start off the season. We saw a great Cole look on what was it, Thursday at this point? Yeah, Thursday. Yankees got extremely lucky today, but I guess a W is a W. Did the Yankees get lucky today? I mean. Was there really a lucky moment? I guess. Oh yeah, we should also talk about the guy coming off third, which was and Gary Sanchez, who had another error, another ball go right by him, and I was like, oh, Gary Sanchez, I hate you again. Why are you doing this? And then he comes through with the steal on third base, but he needed some help to do it because Bonifacio had his hand come off the base. Just a terrible error there. And I didn't understand. Why would you go for it? I mean, I'm assuming you decided to go for it because I guess they thought that Robles was gonna hit it, but yeah, no, Robles didn't hit it, and you know, and then it just became, and then you know, he almost got it though. He almost got it. But just so ever so slightly, it came off the bag, and that was basically the end right there. And I'm trying to think, like, could the Nationals have won that game? Because then it would have been 1 out. That's right. Gomez did fly out to center. Immediately after that. So that's probably the tying run. So my goodness gracious, what a win here for the Yankees, and what a job they were able to get out of this. And 2 out of 3 here. Again, some nice double plays. The double play in the 5th was so big, 2-0, and the Nationals have a runner on first, and they were able to get the double play there. The strikeout in the 6th was big. Looking here at the Yankees box score for right now, and then it became the 7th. Boom, right out of there. So Yankees, Lozaga had an okay game, 3 innings, 2 hits, 1 run, but that run was. That kept him out of it. And then Hale, 1 innings, 2 hits, 1 run. And then the bullpen after that, Ottavino, Green, Canley, and Britton all did a really good job tonight. 5 innings, 3 hits, no runs, 3 walks, and 5 strikeouts. Bottom half of the bullpen was able to be strong. When Chapman comes back, hopefully, again, the bullpen's going to be even better. Assuming that Chapman is going to be 100% again, because again, that's the one thing we don't know about COVID-19 is how healthy these guys can get, or how much is this going to do to the guys like physically? Like, is it going to just destroy their careers? Hopefully it won't, but again, this is COVID. I'm afraid the Yankees face Houston again in the ALCS and yet again lose. I'm worried about that too, but you know what? I kind of welcome it. I don't make excuses for what happened against the Astros. We were not a better team. I think this year we have the potential to be a better team than Houston, but we got to win. We got to win it this time. And there shouldn't be any excuses this time. We got to go out there. We have just as good a team as them, if not better. We've got a complete team as that. Let's show them how good we are. Let's beat them. Got to do it. So, cannot wait. I'm hoping we get a Yankees-Astros series this year. But again, we're gonna have to wait a couple months here and hope that COVID doesn't. There's not a huge COVID outbreak again throughout all sports right now. So, just something we got to keep an eye on. So the Yankees postgame right now, so they have 2 guys in the studio and then 1 guy at home. Why couldn't they have 3 guys? I guess 3 guys is like past. I guess 3 guys in the studio is like too much. I don't know. I guess they can't do 6 feet apart for 3 guys in the studio. again, it's just so weird. I can't wait for whenever this ends and we're all just able to be back in normal. Whether that's 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, who knows? Gosh. So a great win. Your pitching is better. I'll give you that. Yeah, probably. I mean, we took Cole from you, so that helped. And Houston right now, if Yankee fans, if you want to keep an eye on Houston, because that's the other team to focus on. Houston might be going 3-0 here because Greinke did have a terrible game. 3 in the third, 4 hits, 3 runs. But then the Astros in the 4th inning, they came alive. Gurriel RBI single, Reddick on an RBI walk, and then Maladonio on an RBI single. They're really good. They're a really good team, and I'm so scared and terrified of them. So, yeah. Red Thunder. Hold on here, I'm pulling this up here. By the way, if you guys are new to this channel and you like what you see, make sure you subscribe down below for more Yankee content like this. We do Yankee content every day. Red Thunder. When you say, what are your thoughts on Red Thunder future with the Yankees? Do you mean the Trenton Thunder? I'm guessing that's what you mean, is the Trenton Thunder. So, the Trenton Thunder, the minor league season got canceled this year, right? Like the minor league season got canceled, right? I think that's what happened. Maybe it didn't, but all right, I'm back. I guess I'm back. Okay, great. I'm back. Sorry about that. Technical difficulties here. But hopefully minor league baseball can figure out whatever problems they had and get back next year with a season. But because unfortunately, the reason why all these sports got canceled obviously was that they didn't have protocols in place. Now baseball, even though there's more cases around the country, baseball, NBA, NFL, and WNBA, they all have protocols. So hopefully minor league baseball can figure something out here. We're seeing the NFL come back, which I don't know how they're going to be able to do, but we are seeing the NFL come back. So let's hope this works out. We're without Yordan Alvarez. He tested positive. That's right. Yeah, so he did test positive. I don't think Juan Soto tested positive. The problem, again, when you test these guys positive, when these guys test positive, is did they interact with anybody else on their team? I'm assuming they did. I don't know why these guys are still high-fiving. Unless you're wearing a mask, I don't see why these guys are high-fiving. I don't understand why they're doing it. You can wait. You can wait on that. Just don't do it right now. So I don't know. I wish these guys weren't high-fiving everywhere. I wish these guys weren't doing stopping each other. I know they're all being tested. And by the way, I'm glad these guys are getting tested, but my goodness, can we have regular people get tested here? I'm glad these guys are getting tested. Happy for them. But could we just get some more testing for normal people, please? Regular people, can they get tested? For the love of God. I don't know. Anyway, just a little rant there. I'm just angry at the situation that we are at right now. But yeah, again, I can imagine that you're upset about Yordan. I'm sorry that he has COVID. I hope I wouldn't wish that on anybody. I hope he gets better. But you have to worry about these teams. Don't they have hand sanitizer? I guess so. I'm assuming they have a lot of hand sanitizer. But even still, you never know how this thing spreads. This thing's evil. This thing's pure evil. You don't know how this thing spreads. It can spread anywhere. So yeah, I'm terrified right now of this, and I think we all should be as well. But yeah, it's rough there. So yeah, hopefully, and again, for the best case scenario here is that there are no cases, but obviously there are going to be some guys that get it. Let's just hope and pray that the cases, that they don't spread. That that's not a high transmission rate, I guess is the correct word there. So. But Yankees still back to the Yankees here. Again, this was a great win, and to be 2-1 and start out the season, 60-game season. So we're 2-1 now. If this was a regular season, so being 2-1 in this season is almost like being 5-2 or 6-3 in a regular season. So that's a nice start. Hoping that we're able to keep it that way all year long. Hopefully we're able to keep up that. But again, with 8 teams getting in for each league, it's going to be very difficult to miss the playoffs. Do you like the new playoff format? Speaking of which, I don't really love it, but it's an odd year. It's a different year. It's a year in which, again, it's 60 games. It's kind of like when baseball in the division series back in 1981, when baseball had the strike in 81, they decided we're going to do a division series. And that was the first time they ever used the division series. So they had 8 teams. So this year with the strike, they want to try something else like that. I'm not the biggest fan of it as long as it's for 1 year. I'll take it if this is the 1 year they do it. If this is like 5 years, like this is now how baseball is going to be played, I'm not a fan of it. And I'm also not a fan of this stupid runner on in extra innings. I hate that. I know why they have to do it this year, but gosh, I hate it, and I don't want it. That's not baseball to me. You earn the guy going on second base. You earn that guy. You know, it's not given to you. It's earned. Goodness. Manfred, stop messing with the game. If you want to do it for this year because you want to get guys out of here, fine, because COVID, fine. But don't. That's not baseball. I'm not even convinced he likes baseball. Manfred. So, it's still 5-4 Houston here, top of the sixth with 1 out. Right now, scores around the league. Marlins 11-6 over Phillies. Right now, Blue Jays up 4-2 over the Rays. That game looks like it's about over. Orioles up 6-4 over Boston. Yes, Boston looks like it's going to lose. Let's hope so. Twins over the White Sox right now 10-2. Pirates over the Cardinals 4-1. Cubs over the Bucks. The Brewers 5-1. Said Bucks. Rockies over the Rangers 4-2. Angels Athletics tied at 0. Rockies over Rangers 4-2. I already said that. Diamondbacks and Padres tied at 0 right now. And then the other final results: Tigers beat the Reds 3-2, and Indians beat the Royals 9-2. If Mariners could be a little over 500 on this year, they could break the drought. The World Championship drought? Sure, again, all you gotta do is be one of the 8 best teams in your league. It's hard to do. A majority of the league, half the league's gonna get in this year. It's weird. Do you think the DH should be permanent in the National League? I don't really care either way. If you want to do it, yeah, I'm gonna miss seeing guys. I'm gonna miss seeing pitchers hit. I'm gonna miss seeing Bartolo Colon hit home runs. I'm gonna miss that. But whatever way to make baseball, that's one change I don't mind. But don't put a runner on second. Don't do this stupid stuff. Don't expand. We don't need expanded playoffs. Why does Manfred think we need all these changes? I know baseball's not in a great position right now, but these are not changes fans are asking for. So how about you actually how about don't do replays that take like 10 minutes? That's a change I'd like. Yeah, it's rough there. Gosh. I shouldn't be complaining today. The Yankees got a win. I should not be complaining about that at all. Very happy about that, obviously. Very happy about this Yankees team and the way they have been out of 2 out of 3 games. And they fought. Like we saw last year, we've seen the last few years, this team make a lot of comebacks. Another big comeback today. Down 2, so it wasn't huge. But in the 7th inning, backs up against the wall, and they get a big home run there. What does expanded playoffs matter? Why are you so stingy about teams making it? I don't know. It just feels like you're kind of cheapening it. But then again, I love the NBA playoffs, and that's 16 teams. Stanley Cup playoffs is great. That's 16 teams. I don't know. I just don't want to give too many teams. If the NBA made their playoffs 8 games, would I mind it? I don't know if I'd mind it, and it'd make the playoffs a little bit shorter, which actually might be good for good in sports. I want underdogs too, but I want an underdog if you deserve. I don't want it's fine for March Madness because that's 1 game, but yeah, I don't know. I like underdogs too, but the Nationals were an underdog last year. They were like the 5th best team in their conference, or the 5th best team in their league. I think this is okay. I think it's all right. I think it's all right in this way. But in baseball, I don't think we need 8 teams in every league. I hate that they did it the day of. It's so weird and lazy about that. Well, not lazy. It's just weird timing. We already had the rules assigned. I love teams like Titans, like Hurricanes, like Toronto. Yeah, I like underdogs too, but I don't like it. Not this many. Not this many underdogs. I mean, I do love it in March Madness, but I don't know if we're gonna have March Madness anymore after this. Though I feel like we're near the end of the NCAA. I feel like something's gonna happen here that's gonna cause the end of the NCAA and college athletics. Maybe there'll be like a G League or something like that. But I feel like things are gonna happen here that's gonna lead to the end of it. And I'll miss college sports, but if it's so that athletes can get compensated for stuff they deserve to, I'm all for it. For their sake, because I care about these players. And I don't want them. I want them to get paid for their actions, or paid for their name at least. I do want to tell you guys. So we'll have an every home run video out tomorrow, or we'll have an every home run video out late tonight. So get ready for that. And then tomorrow we'll be back on at about 10 o'clock for the Yankees-Phillies live reaction. They're playing a 2-game series, so we're gonna have that tomorrow. And then after that, don't know again what other plans we have here. We got a rookie batting who was a compensation player for Garrett Cole. And thanks for Garrett Cole. Again, do want to tell you guys that we're gonna have we'll have NBA stuff. We'll have NBA stuff starting Thursday, so come back here Thursday and we're going to have NBA stuff. And if we have NBA stuff here, we may have to not limit the Yankee live streams that we do. We're going to still do, I'm still going to do Yankee reactions videos. I'm still going to do that. But it might just be like, not live streams, but just like me recording, talking to camera. It might just be that rather than live stream. But we'll have live streams every day. In honest opinion, why the younger generation is not into baseball? Why is the younger generation not into baseball? And what do you think baseball should do to gain popularity? I think it's just too slow and too long. And yet, it's a weird thing. I think it's too long and too slow. But I also think that I don't really want to do anything to change it. I think baseball, so I don't know. I just think kids like and we really don't have baseball stars like we used to. We don't have like Jeters and A-Rods and Mike Trout, the best player in baseball. People, so many kids don't know who he is. I think kids just love the NBA. I think the younger kids today love the NBA and the NFL. They love those leagues. Like kids these days. Back in the day, kids wanted to be Mickey Mantle. Now they want to be Steph Curry or LeBron James. I think that's what it was. I think that's what it is. Like the NBA stars are the new icons for kids these days. So I'm not sure what baseball can do to gain popularity here. They can stop by not having Manfred as commissioner, but that's not gonna happen here soon. We don't need Cole. LOL. Y'all enjoy him. All right. Good hats. It's been good to do live streams again. It's been good to do these again. It's been so long since I've done stuff like this, and so it's wonderful to be back doing this with you guys. Maybe because baseball never wants to change like every other sport has drastically changed. Yeah, and when baseball does change, I criticize them for it, and most baseball fans criticize them for it. Oh gosh, another home run. Oh, that was from yesterday, Harper's home run. Yeah, Harper hit a big home run yesterday, 3 runs. It was nice for him. I'm trying to think here what else. Again, there's some things that, and for baseball purists, when baseball does try to change, they're angry with them. They don't want them to change like that. So I'm really not sure what else they can do unless they install a pitch clock. I'm actually okay with a pitch clock. If they want to install a pitch clock, I'm actually okay with that. But we're not going to get that this year, and I don't know when we're going to get that. Because I don't know when things are going to get back to normal. I don't know when we're going to have because I think we're going to have a vaccine. I don't know when that will be, but I think we'll have a vaccine. And then after that, I don't know how we're going to go through with this. It depends on how many people get the vaccine and if the vaccine works, which fingers crossed on both. Oh, we had a socially distant injection today, I guess, in the Pirates Cardinals game. Well, congratulations. Oh, the Pirates manager and the umpire both put on their masks when they were arguing. It was a 6 feet argument. That's great. Good to see that. Good to see that. Again, if you watch the Pirates game, the Pirates manager and the umpire had a social distance fight. Good for them. You'll see fans at stadiums in 2020. I don't know about that. I would not count on that. Maybe 2021, but I'm not sure about 2020. That's a problem. I have new rules for new strategies. For example, the second baseman extra needs to be fun defensively and pitching wise, also stealing bases. Yeah, I don't know about any of that stuff. I don't like what they're doing. I don't like the run on second base. Again, I'm not sure. Pitch clock, I'm fine with, but other stuff, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. I don't know how I feel about these baseball speeding up the game stuff. I love the one pitch intentional walk. I love that. That was so great for baseball to do that. That was so smart. And yeah, it really helped. So, but yeah, we got a lot of other stuff here. So we got about 5 more minutes here. If you guys have any final comments or final questions, let me know so that we can. Which World Series did you enjoy the most as a baseball fan? Other than the ones that the Yankees were in, maybe 16 because Cubs Indians, that was such a great. 17 with Astros and Dodgers was really fun too. Last year's World Series was fun because this was the second World Series I live streamed, and I really enjoyed that. So yeah, there've been a couple. I really enjoyed the recent ones. 11 was great. Yeah, there've been a lot of wonderful World Series to watch it. I don't know which one is my favorite. It's so weird with empty stadiums. Actually, to be honest about the empty stadiums, I got used to it. After 5 minutes, I'm like, all right, fine. This is a new reality. Okay, I'm in. Because I'd rather have sports with no fans than no sports at all. I got no sports for 4 months, and it was awful. And now we're getting sports with fans, and I'm much more happy about it. There are more corporate cutouts at these games than real fans for small market teams. Yeah, that's kind of the problem. I gotta say 2001. Oh yeah, 2001, we're going back. 2001 was, even though the Yankees lost, was a great World Series year. 86 was fantastic. 85 was really good too. There were just so many great World Series here. Do I have a notification? No, I don't. Okay. Gosh, I hate this. But yeah, there were a lot of really there've been a lot of great. 60 was a great World Series. 75, a lot of great World Series in the history of sport. 91. Yeah, there's been a lot of fun memories here in baseball, and I still enjoy it, even though it's not as popular. 04 LCS, that was not fun for me, but whatever. 86 is the best of all time in my opinion. 86 was great. 86 was great. 04 LCS was terrible. 04 LCS, that was actually a great series, but gosh, it's not fun to watch for me. Anyway, it's not fun to watch. And I can't wait for this year's World Series if we get one. I'm not convinced we're gonna get one. I am not sure. I'm not 100% sure. I'd love to have a World Series, but especially when these teams, all right, find out what happens when these teams go on flights. What happens when these teams go to different cities? What happens there? What happens? I mean, they're playing in Texas right now. They're playing. I don't know if they're playing in Florida right now, but when they play in Florida, they are playing in Florida. What's gonna happen there? 2016 was kind of weird. 2016 had Cubs beat the Indians in Game 7. I mean, that's all I needed. That was one of the most amazing moments I've ever remembered seeing as a sports fan. That was incredible. So I'm glad that we got 2016. The comeback, down 3-1. David Ross being a hero. Who had the game-winning hit? Oh yeah, it was Zobrist who had the game-winning hit. I'm glad we had that. I don't watch sports because of the fans, but I have to admit that they bring energy and epic. They do bring energy. They do bring a lot of epicness. But I'm looking at it here. I don't know if we need them. I mean, when they come back, we'll have them back. But for now, we don't need them. All we need right now is the sweep. How did you come close to winning the pennant by 2 outs to reverse sweep? A lot of choke jobs there. A lot of choke jobs. Mariano was not great. The offense shut down over the last few games, especially in Game 7, and bad pitching in Game 7 from Kevin Brown. Bad offense in Game 6, and they just shut down. And the Red Sox were on a roll, and they deserved it. Darn them. Darn Red Sox. It was awful. Can't wait. Boy, still hate that. Still hate it all these years later. Got about 2 more minutes here, guys. So again, if you have any final comments, any final questions, please let us know so that we can. Hold on. There we go. Again, final comments, final questions, let us know so that we can keep it going here. Or if you have anything, and we'll be back tomorrow, so get ready for that. Final thoughts here on this game. Again, this was really enjoyable for this Yankee team. After how bad it was yesterday, good to see them recover today. And the Voit home run, the Torres home run. Torres were the best game today for any Yankee. Those 2 home runs he hit were huge and was so important to get him back on track for this season. And to get the Yankees rolling again. Now they play Philadelphia. They go play Joe Girardi again, which will be a lot of fun. I'm sure there'll be a lot of discussion about that, and that'll be great to see. And then after that, we'll find out how the Yankees are again going forward here on this season. But overall, again, for Game 1, for the first series, I'm glad you thought Jamal Adams going to the Seahawks. Fine with it. He didn't want to be here anymore. They should fire Adam Gase, but they're not going to do that. Love that the bounty the Jets got for him. Really, 2 first-rounders. Great job. Hopefully we can use that to our advantage for the future. Or the Jets can use that for their advantage for the future. I gotta stop saying that. So, about a minute to go. Cleveland is now the Spiders. I don't think that's true. If it is, then not the Spiders. The Cleveland Spiders, no. No, the Cleveland baseball team. They're going to be called. Alright, I guess we're wrapping things up here. Thank you guys again so much for watching. If you're new to this channel and you like this, make sure you subscribe down below for more Yankee content every day. We'll be back tomorrow for Yankees Phillies. We'll have an every home run video coming out later tonight, so get ready for that. Thank you guys again for being in the chat. Great comeback win from the Yankees here. 3 runs in the last 3 innings to get the Yankees a big win to finish off, to beat the defending champions 2 out of 3. And now we go play Philadelphia starting tomorrow, which we will be recapping right after this game. So thank you guys again. See you guys tomorrow. Until then, take care. God bless. Let's go Yankees. Big one today.